Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Carson.
And today we are watching Ranking of Kings episode 12. What happened last time?
Bunch of stuff. Everybody's converging on the kingdom, and we're going to see who comes out on top, who survives, who dies, who whatever.
What happens?
Yeah, who gets sealed away or, you know,
released
from whose body or whatever.
Anything. We're up for anything. Please leave a like. Please subscribe.
Boldcast, we're up for anything. We're up for anything here at Boldcast, just so you know. Whatever happens, we're up for it.
Please leave a like and subscribe. You can check out our Patreon to get at least a week ahead on cuts and a month ahead on uncuts. Let's go.
At least a week ahead on uncuts, and
I said at least a week ahead on cuts and a month ahead on uncuts.
Get to this episode by going to Patreon right now.
That's so mean. I would love to live in Boji's kingdom if he was in charge.
That'd be very nice. Is this a recap episode? I'm just realizing.
It might be. Or
I thought it was just a recap for the start of the episode.
It might be. Oh.
Oh, new OP.
New OP.
New OP, new OP. A little recap for the start. That's how you do a recap episode. And new OP. Let's go. I've neglected editing the OP reaction because I didn't want to refresh myself on this. I just remember this OP was incredible. I know this song. Zambu, Zambu. The mirror's broken?
Oh.
Is she out of the mirror? Whoa.
I feel like
demon.
I feel like we're gonna like her so much more when we get her backstory.
So the demon was her buddy. That's the metal man. Mitamata?
This is such a good song. I completely forgot like most of this.
Whoa, so much more traveling. Camels and stuff. That was really good.
That was really nice.
That was really good. The footsteps of war.
And I just have to pause for a second. I was thinking that Miranjo and I guess this demon are almost like Boji and Kage if they like went down the dark path. The the normal child with like whatever gets her hands cut off and then she's
disabled.
Yeah, and then along comes this like other creature and they become best friends and then other stuff happens and then now she's like, you know, sort of hardened herself and is like trying to like, you know, rise through everything and get what she wants and makes like all these crazy deals and taking over kingdoms and wants to like be the princess or the queen of this place and stuff, whereas like Boji and Kage, they have a similar relationship where if Boji was like, I want to get revenge on everyone, maybe Kage would have been like, yeah, me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was so bitter at the start, and if they didn't have people like Healing who really actually loved and cared about him, and Bebin who cared about him behind the scenes even though he didn't show it, you know, who knows what would have happened.
Yes, she's the embittered version of the reverse.
I guess we'll be able to like talk more about that when we actually see, but just based on that.
It seems like it checks all the same boxes, yeah.
I feel like this training needs to accelerate if the event is happening like today.
わしらを逃がしてくれた理由は何だい？
何もない。お前たちは自由だ。好きなことができる。町を襲おうが、この国を乗っ取ろうが、自由だ。
You can do whatever you want. If, you know, for example, whatever I say.
Yeah.
心配するな。これから得をするから。
これから？
出口はこっちだ。ついてこい。
I love the music for like this music especially is so good.
Yeah.
すぐ腕が揃っているな。特にやつだ。計り知れない強さと。
Sorry. This is kind of remind me of in Narnia how like when they go to the White Witch's castle and it's all like all the frozen
statues.
Animals. They're all like turned to stone by her, and they're all just like around like decorations, but you know that they were like alive at one point. That's
I
kind
wonder
of cool.
if it is an inspiration, Narnia.
迫力が全く感じられん。
That's even worse if you're not sensing anything from them.
俺はよ、得体の知れねえのは好きじゃねえんだよ。
They're just puppets.
これが本当の自由ってやつだな。ダイヤモンドだ。すげえ。
It's an illusion,
こいつは
clearly.
Oh.
アピス、問題ない。誰も私に傷はつけられん。
面白い。人形じゃねえかい。やめ。おいお前らやめとけ。
It's like
おいおい。さんどんなことがしてもしもだぞ。外に出られなくなったらどうすんだい。
and supposing all of these things come after us and attack us.
For example.
You can do whatever. It's like you can do whatever you want as like a bunch of guns are pointed at you.
I mean, the choice is yours. Leave or follow my orders.
頼むよ。
アピス、言う通りに。
おお、ありがてえ。
It's like it must have been just not an illusion, but a
A
protection
hardening
spell.
spell. Hmm.
Miranjo used harden.
バカでよ。滝に手が出ちゃうんだわ。
I can see that.
構わん。お前たちはそれで良いのだ。行くぞ、アピス。
エスパー様もおいでになる。
ディスパーさんがおい、おいボッチディスパーさんも来るって
I thought he would have come while they were all leaving.
じゃあなんで一緒に来なかったの
Yeah.
実はお前たちを迎えに行く前、デスパー様に相談しに行ったんだ。
Give him a bunch of money.
そんなことを。それにオーケンも。わかりました。私も参りましょう。おお、助かります。ああ、そうだ。私の相場だった白王は元気ですか？どうしました。私が城勤めを辞めた時、国に
He will only go if there's a specific horse that he gets.
真っ白な体を持ち。
I'm not following here.
私の相場。おかしいですね。ああ、白王。
Fattened it up.
It's just been doing whatever it wants. It's just been hanging out.
白王、一体これは。はい、実は白王はもともと気性が荒く。
Just beat the shit out of everyone.
させていたらどんどんと増えてしまって。
So he's just being slow because of this fat horse. Oh, he's so happy.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
He's so happy to see Despa. He's his best friend.
He broke every bone in his body.
For whatever reason.
案の定 遅れるぞ。
おいおいおい、大丈夫なのかよ。完全にディスパーさん足手まといじゃないか。
Takes the money and then just misses all the action.
必ずや。
All right, what's
Okay,
going on
boss.
here?
こんなのが王になれる国か。
Is it boss or is it daida now?
It's still boss, I'm pretty sure.
I guess he's just weak. He doesn't want to tempt it because he doesn't want to hurt his son's body.
Yeah.
And also he's not at full strength being in his son's body.
He also might want this to be like the diversion that is needed for them to be able to get down there.
俺の曲だ。
Sure, they're king bow.
Just cut the arms off so he can sit in it.
悪くない。
俺様が王だ。
Okay.
This guy's just gonna kill that guy.
こいつは面白い。少しでも疲弊させれば、わしの目をさせる。
Is this the only reason King Bo's here to get absolutely trounced
Yeah,
by
he's
this?
just-
Wait, what? His legs are shaking?
His whole body's shaking.
Okay.
お前たちどこへ行く？
Is he just nervous? He doesn't like being watched, maybe. Without the audience, he'll probably fucking destroy him. Okay, Hisoka.
動きを止めた。あれは何だ？魔法？
He's gonna bleed him to death? This guy does not-
Oh my god! You better...
苦しむ様を眺めてやがる。
Jesus.
殺せ。
He's just shy. Is that- do you think that's it? Like as soon as
Or
everyone
was
left.
he like restraining himself? I don't know.
This guy is Hisoka.
実力を隠してやがってな。 王様か、感慨深いの。
He's still frozen.
キングボー、お前も
His
私
dad? Life flashing before his eyes?
の心を身につけ、かつ強くなれ。
The rancor. It's that
guy.
Yeah! After he went insane. His family? People were saying a theory that he went insane because he got #1 ranking and got access to the vault,
And then
went
everyone goes insane. That has-
Yes. So then he went insane, destroyed his kingdom, and left, and destroyed his son's life by killing his family. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
I never would have guessed they were related. What a terrible ending to this story. This is so tragic. He probably just wanted to be a good king. Like he probably just
Yeah, until he just...
lost his mind and
Right?
This is so terrible. What a horrible little vignette there.
Yeah. Now he's just dead.
私との訓練で筋力はかなりついたはずだ。それで援護を頼む。トーマス様、ちゃんと私のこと考えてくれてたんですね。当たり前だ。
But Domas, you haven't been training me in archery at all. I'll miss and shoot you.
Exactly.
You fool.
冥府への門を破壊し、はい。
All right.
Oh no.
出たか、アクリス。お前が黒幕なのか。違う、私は。
ドルーシ、私だ。このミランジョが指揮している。
ミランジョ様、まさか先の戦争で死んだと。
Died during the war.
I was wondering what the story was with her and
How well she was known
Yeah.
by everybody.
どこかで。
何をお考えか。
Why would Boss give this mirror
this
to his
is what I
son?
still don't know. I'm still so confused on Boss. Oh.
Why would he do that? Is he gonna recognize him or something?
埋めてやれ。
Eat him.
Is he alive? New ending.
I remember this one.
So badass.
Nice.
Nice one. What'd you think of that?
私
Good episode. This one, yeah, I like they had the little recap at the beginning, but obviously we didn't need that because we just watched all of that stuff. Getting the like backstory of that crazy guy that was like up on the hill, that's really interesting as well. I wasn't expecting like a tie-in from that.
I thought that was just gonna be like when we saw him, that was just gonna be, oh, this is what power can do to you. It can corrupt you. This is like a ghost of Christmas future type thing of what he could be if he gets corrupted, of what Boji could be if he gains power and then is corrupted or something. Because this king is like all, you know, possibly a cannibal and shit or something. I don't know. But
It's
yeah,
crazy because like
that's
I was like,
insane.
that guy looks so familiar.
It does,
like
yeah.
instantly. But then it's like, I guess that's just what he looks like.
But then when
And
you see him walking
again.
away, you see him walking away, you
Yeah,
instantly know with the missing
eye.
missing pupils and the eyes are more upturned and angular. Just looks like that's a crazy cool looking sword though, I gotta say. Yeah, what a tragic story. Hopefully it's not over because we saw his hand move when he was in the forest when Bevan wanted to told him to bury him. Maybe he'll be alive. Maybe Mitsumoto will raise him back to health. And maybe, I don't know, he'll help in the last clutch moment, like return this place to Boji or whatever. Get his revenge on Ouken.
Yeah, and then we've got this guy. I forgot the name, what they're calling this guy. The
Ouken.
Ouken. He just is super creepy.
Interesting as hell. He's got this Hisoka blushing moment when he's like looking upon his prey, but he gets freaked out and like almost has a panic attack and leans up against the pillar when people are there watching, but as soon as people leave, then he's cool with going and killing him. And he uses magic to freeze him in place. He uses hold person.
He's just super
and then just
overpowered.
has his way with him. I wonder what that's about. What his backstory is. Is he like another prince or something? Some kind of royalty as well?
Maybe he was, like,
That's
from
why he
the-
was
yeah.
sitting on the throne. Maybe he's Boss's brother, but probably not because he's not a giant. But
They just say that he was like whatever the commander of the knight of the underworld or whatever.
That's true. Yeah, that's why he has the horns. I think similar motif.
And then we've got everyone getting ready to go in
Kokoro
and
and Domus.
Close the underworld, and then we
Yeah.
also have Healing coming in to rescue her
Daida,
son.
yeah.
So it's really heating. Like it's more of the same thing. Like everything's like coming together. the freaking fat horse
Yeah,
that he insisted on riding in.
They're basically giving us a reason for the hero to show up in a clutch moment. Like Despa will show up in like when he's needed and not a second earlier because of his fat
It'll
horse.
just be a super
like,
dramatic entrance.
Last episode, last arc, he was gonna be left behind. But actually, he is on his way. It's just kind of like a weird thing to do from a writing perspective. It just seems like they couldn't decide whether they wanted him to be the teacher or whether they wanted him to be like an active participant in the arc. So ultimately, they decided, like, seemingly going back and forth with what they wanted. Maybe just thinking about how you would write that, because otherwise it just doesn't really make sense. What their conversation last time, and like, oh well, I'm sure we'll meet again. I'll see you. I'll see you when you're done. Type conversation, and then now, before I went to like give you the news and get you for what's happening, I actually came earlier that morning and talked to him, and then I came back after I got my horse and came. It's just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
It just seems like an excuse to now have Despa coming in, probably for a clutch moment later, but that's fine. Just a weird approach to that whole thing. You could have accomplished the exact same thing with like 2 less scenes of dialogue, basically.
I'm still really interested in Miranjo's backstory. I'm still interested in whatever the hell's going on with Boss, like what his game is.
Why would he give the mirror to his son?
He's doing so many conflicting things. Like, it's like, okay, it seems like he rejected Miranjo, but then she's like still around, and then like sometimes it seems like he's helping her, but then he's like going behind her back and like telling people to go and close the underworld and like sending people to like protect healing and stuff. It's just like everything is so,
because if we're recapping like his sort of emotions around becoming king and everything, he made the sacrifice of his future of the next generation. Boji, his firstborn son, was going to be weak and feeble, etc., in exchange for giving him the power in order to create the kingdom in the first place, and shortening his life in order to do so. So, but upon his son being born, he realized he screwed up, and it was a bad move. So, if that's the point where he realized, then why in the hell would he give the mirror of the sorceress that hooked him up?
Know that it was her?
That's impossible.
I guess I don't.
That's impossible, especially if by the opening. I know you don't know, obviously, but like, especially by the opening, if Miranjo was friends with the demon that he made a deal with, like from a young age, and like you said, the demon was her version of Kage, her like darker half that like gave her like the opportunity for power and redemption. That seems to be a running theme through a lot of the story. Everybody has kind of one of those things. And so yeah, if that's the case, then and it appears that a lot of people in the castle knew, and if in fact it was probably public knowledge who Miranjo was.
Yeah, but then it seems like everyone thinks that she died
in the war. But then like it just does. Going back, if Boss knew that he screwed up when Boji was born, then why, when Daida was born, would he give him the mirror? It doesn't make any sense. Unless there's something we don't know that makes zero sense. If he knew that it was a bad move and he screwed up, why would he give his son the opportunity to make the same mistakes as him?
Yeah. Unless if somehow he didn't know it was Miranjo, that's, I feel like, the only way that it could make sense with him. Like,
but we saw the flashback where she was there when he made the deal with the demon. She introduced them, is the idea. She was present when he made the bargain.
Yeah, but I mean, she wasn't in the mirror at that point. So what I'm saying is, like, he obviously knew about her, but then maybe didn't know that she was what was in the mirror somehow.
I find that unlikely. I find that really unlikely.
Like, thought that because she's all frozen up and downstairs, then like that was good enough or something. I guess I'm not really sure, and I'm trying to like point out all options to like make it make sense in a way that I can understand. Yeah,
in that case, maybe, he didn't know it was her. Maybe he just thought that it was like a magical item that she created, like a magic mirror that would give him premonitions and allow him to, counsel his brother in a better way, but he didn't know that it was actually her. I find it really unlikely. Like, it causes me to do a lot of mental gymnastics to try and justify why he would do that. But I'm gonna trust that there's some good reason, and it's not just a bullshit way to propel the plot. But yeah, we'll see, I suppose.
We will. Please leave a like and subscribe. You can check our Patreon to get at least a week ahead. More on Uncuts. See you next time. Bye-bye.